Last year, I think we did almost $1,200 in reimbursements. This is just parking and red light camera tickets. Almost $1,200. And this year alone, we're already at $1,000, and there's only half of the year's gone. So at welcome back, YouTube, to my channel, Believe in Yourself, and for another round of these TURO tips, man. So all I want you guys to do is subscribe. Get me to the 1,000 subscribers so we can start to do some live streams. When we get to 1,000, we're gonna do live streams. I'm gonna answer all of your questions, bring you up on the panel, and let's talk about how we can grow our YouTube business, our TURO businesses. Once again, like, comment, let me know what you want to see. And again, subscribe. Especially red light cameras or the parking violation, they're really good at this. They'll take your picture of the tag, so there's like no doubt this is your vehicle, of course, and the time and the date of which the incident occurred. And it's very simple because I don't drive my cars personally. I have my own vehicles that I drive, me and my wife, since these are cars that I don't drive. So if a ticket comes in the mail, I used to get a little nervous when I first started doing this, but now it's like, it's routine to me now. I've requested, last year I think we did almost $1,200 in reimbursements. This is just parking and red light camera tickets, almost $1,200. And this year alone, we're already at $1,000, and there's only half of the year's gone. So at the time of this recording, like literally, we're in like seventh month of the year, and because it's in the borderline, and we're already at $1,000+ of reimbursements, and a lot of it is tickets, tolls, and red light cameras. So they'll have the date and the time of the violation. What you do is you take, of course, you have to upload all of this information into the app. You take a picture of the sheet, and what I like to do is I don't just take a picture of the sheet. I zoom in on the tag that they have on there, so maybe you can't see that well. You know, some people act crazy when it's time to pay back some money sometimes. I zoom in on the time, the date of the incident, so they can see it was them, and I upload all of those things. So I give them all of those shots, and then on your app in the details section, I believe it's right under the reservation date and time, there's a section where it has your trip where you can ask for reimbursements. So you click there, and it'll usually ask you, depending on the time, what is the reimbursement for. So if it's, I believe, within 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours after the trip, there'll be mileage up there, damage, tolls, tickets, you know, different gas, things like that. After about 48 hours, the only two things that you can ask for reimbursements of up to 90 days is tolls and tickets, because they know that usually the tolls and tickets, there's a delay with the timing of when you might receive the bill to be able to ask for that reimbursement. So they give you up to 90 days. So I put in my reimbursement, and sometimes, every once in a while, you'll have somebody who will dispute it, and I've had that happen. And I just tell them, hey, just take the photos, and you know the proof is there. And I've had one person who was like adamant that wasn't me. Like, hey man, I don't know what to tell you. You know, if you don't want to pay it, it's fine. What happens when somebody is in dispute of it, they dispute the charges. What you can do is either try to reconcile it with the guest. Me, I've never done that. You know, I don't try to reconcile it with the guest. Once I put in the request, either you're gonna pay it or you're not. If you choose not to, there's an option you can continue to try to reconcile it with the guest, or I always choose the option to escalate it to TURO support. I always do that. And one good thing about TURO that they did, I believe it was last year, if they give the guest 3 days. So within those 3 days time, you know, sometimes these people, this might be their first time using the TURO app, their only time using TURO. So sometimes people delete the app off their phone. They might, to save space, who knows? Or they don't even check the messages in the TURO. They don't check the alerts. Or when we do send in the reimbursement request, they send them an email as well of what it is and things like that. Some people might not even. As long as you believe you can't make it, you won't make it. If you believe that you can do it, you will do it.